we're back. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the show. In this episode, we're gonna finish this air suspension. We're gonna build out these toolboxes that I want in the floor so I can house my air compressor and all my tools and everything else. So stay with me. Gas Diesel Garage starts right now. Now, of course, I can run to the metal supermarket and buy a bunch of metal, but I'm taking a ride to my metal supermarket, and that'd be the junkyard, because I'm staying true to the rat rod build and actually repurposing all the metal that I find for this build. So let's take a little trip to my mecca, the junkyard. Now that we're back from the junkyard, I got some goodies. Let me show you. Check that out. Look at these stainless steel boxes. These boxes are gonna do the trick. Everything can sit right in there. And it's stainless steel, so it's not gonna rust on me. And I probably still will paint them. Sure, I probably will, but I mean, dang, I already got a box. Man, what luck is that? So let's go ahead and try to construct them and put them in the frame. And I also didn't mention, I got a bunch of diamond plate at the junkyard. Got about 12 feet, 6 inches of diamond plate. Don't know exactly what I'm gonna, use it for on the trailer, but, it'll come to me. Now I know what you guys are thinking. You're thinking that I'm not gonna have enough clearance and I'll end up smashing it with a bump or something like that. But that's the reason why I put the air ride on, because I can lift it no matter what height it is. 18 inches worth. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna make a crossbar. Goes from right there to right there, so I can drill a couple of holes, because I don't have a TIG welder. That's gonna be the next purchase. But anyways, we're gonna drill a couple holes and we're gonna weld this to that crossbar. Probably put a crossbar there, right there. Then I'm going to weld these, or maybe even bolt them up flush. There you go, then floor toolbox. now it's time to break out my new toy. And shout out to Art Snow, because he's the man who showed me this great deal on this plasma cutter. This plasma cutter is gonna knock out my jobs a lot quicker, put it that way. So let's unwrap it. Right, got the torch. Oh man, there she is. And it's a compatible 120, so you can hook this up in your home garage and cut away. Comes with the adapter right there. So now I say we put this thing together and put in some work on it. And if you want to pick one of these up, look at the description below. It'll tell you all about it. And it's a pretty good deal for about 250 bucks. I suggest you get one. They're amazing. Alright, brand new plasma cutter from Jegs did the trick. Check that cut out. I could have been here all day with a die grinder trying to cut that off, or in the the bandsaw. But anyways, go pick yourself up one of these things. Link is in the description below. You will not be disappointed. And again, Art Snow, you are the man. Alright, now that I got my support braces all cut out and cleaned up, ready to be welded to the box, you got those up right there. Well, now what I need to do is drill out all those holes, because those holes are going to be the area where I'm going to weld the stainless steel to the metal, so it'll hold. So let's get to drilling all that stuff out. Alright, now that we got the first crossbar in place, now all we got to do is tack that thing up and keep on keeping on. Okay, let me take a few minutes to address why I am using a MIG welder welding stainless steel. Yes, master welders, I know I'm not supposed to really be using that, but it's okay. TIG machine is on its way, hopefully. Just give me 1 million subscribers. No, I'm just kidding. But for the most part, even though I had the MIG, I think I did pretty good welding this this stainless steel to these to this mild steel. I moved pretty fast, spaced out my heat so I don't burn holes through it, and hey, I think I did pretty good all in all. And the reason why I grinded all this down is because that's the side that's gonna have the hinges for my toolbox lid, so I have to have it at least a little flat. All right, now that I got my supports welded into the box, all on both sides, now it's time to test fit that thing and see if my calculations were correct. Well, now that I got the box all welded up in place and how I want it to sit, now the next step is to design the lid for this, and I got just the trick for that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build a structure for the lid, and it's going to be made out of 2x2 thick steel, and then we're going to cover it with road signs. And no, I'm not going to leave the actual signs exposed. I think I'll put something else. But the reason why I want to do metal is because I want to maximize this whole trailer. I want to be able to drive on top of this box if I have to. Not going to, but if I have to, I want to be able to not make the car fall down through the frame. So essentially it's going to look like this. Haven't decided if I'm going to keep the sign side up or the non-sign side up. I think I got that right. now that I got the frame all welded up how I want it, I can't leave it like that, because if I'm gonna bring cars all the way up to the front like this, I'm gonna need some more support, some more stiffness, some more heavy stuff to weld in. So what I'm gonna do is take the rest of my 2x4s that I had for when I was doing the cross sections over there and put that in just like this. Weld that in there so when the tires come up, it's gonna have a place to sit without falling through. Well, all right, that's exactly how I wanted it to turn out. Place for the tires to go so it don't fall in the box, of course, like I was saying. Bam. All right, now that I got the hatch all welded up, now I need to figure out a way on how I'm going to attach this thing to the trailer and be able to move it. And of course, I decided to go with some hinges. And the funny thing is, I found these hinges at the same junkyard that I got all that metal from and the boxes. Check it out. All those, people are throwing them out brand new. So what I'm gonna do is attach it just like that from the outside, go all the way down, make this thing strong. Now, as you can see, I didn't want to leave the hinges on there with the holes exposed. You know, I didn't want that void right there. So when I welded those up inside there, I just ground them down so you don't see it anymore. That's why I grinded it down and made it look a little bit more presentable. Now, a quick disclaimer, because I know the interwebs are gonna grill me for this, but anytime you're painting, make sure you put a respirator on. Me, I didn't do that. Well, okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna let that thing dry overnight, and we're gonna catch you in the morning so we can install the floor to it. And we're back, and the temperature dropped drastically. So we're inside all bundled up, ready to paint this thing and give it some color. Now, of course, we can't forget the custom suspension that needs to be painted too. Can't leave that primer. Gotta paint it up. Alright, now that we got it all painted up and it's dry and the temperature went up outside, so yes, I'm back in my shorts, and yes, I got the sweatshirt on, but that's just how we do in Virginia. But anyways, now it's time to put the deck on, or I'm sorry, the cover to the toolbox. Now I know what you're thinking. You think I probably stole those signs off of the poles in my neighborhood, but that's not the case. They're legit. I bought them, I promise. Well, now that we got them in place to where we want it, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drill holes all through them, and I'm gonna put rivets in so I can make this riveting content. I know, that's a silly pun. And yes, I'm going to insulate the inside, or seal it off rather, so I don't get any rainwater or anything down in that toolbox. Alright, now that we got the in-floor toolbox constructed and built how I wanted it. Ooh, oh, Man, that's heavy. All right. Now what we need to do in the next episode is to stock that toolbox full of air compressor, batteries, switches, and everything to power that air suspension. So if you would, like and subscribe, and even comment, and we'll see you next time. Peace.